Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my honor and privilege to address this very important forum on localizing the 2030 Agenda, building on what works taking place in the Gambia. I'm delighted that this forum has elevated the SDG localization in the Gambia and the sub-region. It is at the local level where the fulfillment of the 2030 Agenda will be lost or won. Localizing the SDGs means more than just implementing internationally agreed goals at the local level. Localization means true ownership by all stakeholders. It means the aspirations of the SDGs become a reality for communities, households, and individuals, particularly those who are at risk of falling behind the most. There are a few key steps to localize: to plan, to raise awareness, monitor, and finance. Firstly, we must align local plans with policies in the SDGs. We must raise awareness about what the SDGs are and leverage the ingenuity and initiatives of local actors who are driving positive change in their communities. We must ensure that all levels of government gather data on SDG progress for all communities, big and small, particularly for the furthest behind. And as national governments and international organizations, we must redirect and expedite finance to support the execution of SDG-aligned plans and projects in cities, communities, and towns. We've seen lives transformed when there is greater ownership over the SDGs. In the Gambia, women's organizations united with their counterparts across the border in Senegal to advance a collective model for food production for the benefit of all. This is just one of many examples of Gambians advancing collaboration and peaceful coexistence at the local level through the promise of development. Exciting examples of SDG localization also exist throughout West Africa. The city of Freetown, for example, has indicated an interest in developing a voluntary local review, thereby committing to advance the 17 goals and involve stakeholders in the process. And in Dakar, the municipality is working with partners to use dozens of small gardens in the urban area to improve food security at a time when climate change threatens agricultural productivity. At the same time, much work remains to be done. This forum today provides a platform to highlight what works and share initiatives that can have the greatest impact on changing people's lives. I urge you to collaborate to identify those solutions with a truly transformative potential and to scale and replicate them. To this end, I'm pleased that the United Nations Trust Fund for Human Security has committed to mobilize resources to advance these initiatives, building on the best practices, lessons learned, and partnerships shared this week in the Gambia. The United Nations stands ready to support you. Ladies and gentlemen, in just over 2 months, we will enter the final decade of the SDGs, a decade that must be marked the most ambitious and accelerated effort yet to build a better world and achieve the goals. Empowered, committed, and active local communities must play a major role in that effort, striving to bring dignity and opportunity to all, to win the race against climate change, and to achieve gender equality for everyone. In this spirit, I wish you fruitful deliberations.